Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails the Third. We are still in the Hermit Garden and we just got Tita. And I think, without too much hassle, I think we're going to go back into the dungeon part and see what's behind the door that we opened. Because I checked Tita's equipment and she's all up to snuff. There's no new equipment in the store just yet, so nothing we can increase with her. And of course I added a few extra quartz in her setup as well, at least as much as I could afford. And I also raised Kevin and Ries's open slots, so they have a little bit more EP, so they can do a little bit more art work. So I think we're good to continue. So I will see you all at the teleportation.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest.
I have to say, not trying to kill everything does really make for a quicker walkthrough. Because we are already here. Wasn't this path blocked before? Sure was. What's going on? Is something wrong? Well, the last time we passed here, this path was blocked by some kind of barrier. But as you can see, it's nowhere to be seen now. Really? I wonder what could have caused that. To be honest, you did, Tita. You are the one that blocked the door, and we had to unlock you in order to get through here. Well, if you think about what's changed since we last passed here now, maybe it was releasing Tita from that stone that caused it to disappear. I mean, we haven't done anything yet. Oh, I see. Still, that actually could be it. You think? Well, think about it. The stone with me inside was near her too, right? Maybe there was more than a coincidence. This could be among one of the many rules that govern this place, and we just haven't figured out yet. Rules? I think I get what you're trying to say. So, in this case, we wouldn't have been able to advance any further if we hadn't released you from that stone. Yeah, that's right. I can't be sure, but I do have a good feeling about it. And a good feeling is good enough for me right now. We still haven't got any clue who's responsible for the situation we're in, but it all feels very deliberately set up. Which is all the reason why we need to be careful, I suppose. Yep, that's definitely one thing we need to do. Alright, let's get over here first. The never-moving statue. Yeah, just to have it destroyed. Because normal attacks don't do much till anything damage-wise. The others, however, they are a little bit more subtle when it comes to damage. CP break 10 is not that much. We can definitely take that. Yeah, and Ries is a little bit slow when it comes to casting, but she doesn't have a cast quartz in her, so that might be the entire reason. but he does get to attack twice. Not too shabby. And as there are a few new stats that are not really advantageous for us as a group, there are, however, a few ones that are really nice, like the rush one. Huh? What's this? A shining door with a moon on it? Welcome. Bring to me the girl skilled in Orbal engineering. Only then shall the door open. Whoa, I could hear a voice talking right in my mind. Yeah, it looks like this door got a will of its own, like the tree, spring and the monument back in the garden. There will come a day when I get used to all these funky talking objects, I'm sure. Well, I can only think of one person who might fit the door's description. You think it's me? Most likely. It's a pretty terrible riddle. It's sure not me or Ries. Hey, door. It's her you mean, right? Indeed, she is the one I seek. Only she may enter. If she fears not the trial within, she should step forth through the door. The trial? Maybe it wants to test your strength to see if you're worthy of something. And apparently we can't even go inside to back you up on it. Well, that's ludicrous. I propose we disregard this door and move on. Wait, I'm going to go inside. But Tita, hold on just a sec, there's no way. Well, I feel like this might be another one of the rules I was talking about earlier. And besides, we got so little work to work with as we try to get out of here. We need all the clues we can get. If it seems like it will be too dangerous, I'll come right back out, I promise. Well, alright, we're counting on you. But like you said, if it seems too dangerous, come right back out. Don't expose yourself to any more danger than you need to. Do be careful. I will. Ooh, is it going to be a memory, or is it going to be a fight? Or is it going to be both? The fact that it's a moon, does that have any significance, or is it just random? Wow, this room is so pretty. I wonder how it's made up though. A fight, it seems. Uh-oh. Overcome the trial before you, and then I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. So there is both a fight and a memory, but the memory will need to earn in order to get there. So the thing is, 9900. What I would like to do is just blast them all the way to hell, but that might be a little bit too impulsive. So let's try to do this the smart way. Because a S-Craft would definitely not make them dead, so having them get blinded is to our advantage, cause no chance of hitting us, or at least lesser chance. But if healing is the only thing they do, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Alright, now that everything is blind, let's speed ourselves up. And let's see if they can get a little bit closer, so with our normal shots we can hit multiple targets. And when we're back to 200, then we use one of our S-Crafts. I have put it on the F move and not the satellite beam. I do wonder which one of the two in this game will be better. Oh, it at least does significant damage. Why are they only healing? What is there for us to trial about? I don't get that. Do we need to damage them to a certain point or something? Because so far, I'm having a really hard time to see where the challenge in this is. Or would they have done something else if we didn't blind them? This is slightly confusing. There has to be a reason behind it, I just don't know what. Well, that looked more like an attack at least. Maybe it's random. It could heal or it could attack, depending on what we did, maybe? Alright, let's see if that's enough. Yeah! Scary! As he gets to go again? Straight away? Didn't expect that. But I say, thank you very much. Well, this is technically not a boss fight, or even a trial. Come on. You have overcome the trial. Thus I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. And the blessing is more things at the store? Okay, that's really cool. Approaching location. 320, 310, 300. Target in sight. Commencing operation. Coordinate adjustment complete. Activating boosters. From when is this memory? Is this from something that happened between the last game and now? Is this how she got in the crystal? Huh? What's that sound? What? Is this her mom and dad? I kinda recognize the hairdos. Do I know you? Uh-oh. We really missed you, Tita. Huh? Oh my. Don't tell me you forgot the sound of our voices while we were away. Oh, Mom, Dad. I knew it. Yeah. I didn't recognize him. I recognize Erica, because he has a very typical hair. That's our girl. Sorry for surprising you. We just wanted to have a little fun. I was scared stiff. I'm just flying around all of a sudden like that and walk up to me without saying a word. Plus, you had those goggles on, so I couldn't tell who you were. You could have told me you were planning on coming back. Mom? Are you okay? Why are you so quiet? Tita. Why are you so cute? Oh, Idios, thank you for gracing our unworthy world with such a miracle of a child. I'm never going to let you go again. Mom, you're starting to hurt me. Giving birth to this bundle of sugar was the best thing we ever did. How did I manage all this time without her? I'm so happy to finally be back. I can tell. I kind of like the chance to greet her too, though. Oh, sure, knock yourself out. I suppose you do have to ride and all. Hey Tita, looks like you've grown a bit while we were away. I sure have. I've missed you both so much. Everything you do just melts my heart. Let me hug you again, come here. Mom, please, we're in public. Erica, I think that you probably wait until you've changed. That maintenance uniform is full of sensors, as you know. Oh yeah, slipped my mind. In that case, shall we take care of business first then? Where is the red-haired man I've heard so much about? Huh? Are you talking about the git? That's the one. I was so hoping I'd be able to meet him. Now where is he? Oh, she has death eyes on. Definitely. Because no one is going after her cute little girl. Well, he's actually in Bose at the moment. Mom, you're acting kinda weird all of a sudden. Bah, talk about lousy timing. Not that I'd be happy if he were here, given that would indicate him being in close proximity to my angel. Again. Well, it's okay. We can always go meet him over in Bose next month if it comes to it. I'd like to meet him too. True enough. Word has it that a lot has been happening here in our absence. I'll bet we have a lot to thank him for. We'll have to go and give him a thank you that he'll never forget. Well, I have to go with you and introduce you to him then. His house is really nice too. It's pretty small, but it's all warm and cozy. You've been to his house? Ah! No. Calm down, Erica. Tita, try not to provoke your mother too much, alright? Was I? Agit! You are going to pay dearly for corrupting my darling daughter. I don't think there has been any corruption just yet, but it's a little bit creepy with considering the age difference, but we'll see where it goes from here. If he can wait a few years till she's grown up, no problem. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? Grandpa! Always a pleasure, Albert. Sorry for not giving you a heads up on our return. Ah, nonsense. Don't you worry about that. What are those, I might ask? They look like a vehicle with boosters attached, but... Oh, they are called landing crafts, and they were developed by yours truly. Most of the places we go to don't have the space to land an airship or any kind of landing port. And there's not much point in an airship if you can't land it, is there? Which is where these two beauties come in. Hey, anyway, long time no see, Albert. It's a small comfort knowing you haven't kicked the bucket just yet. I mean, how could I have been able to gloat if you were already 6 arch under? Yes, you really think a pathetic contraption like that is good enough to beat me? You must have forgotten who I am when you were out and about. One close look and the cracks start to show. Just look at them. I doubt they even manage 5 minutes. A fat load of good will be for anything other than trying to show off to me. They won't be getting any real world use in anytime soon. Oh, how wrong you are. And have you know that we came all this way from the border with Calvert on these? From Calvert? Oh, did that catch your attention? I'll give you that craft's flight time is somewhat limited, but that's an issue where I can find an easy workaround. By firing them from an orbital catapult attached to an airship, they can fly a distance of roughly 120 Celsius. After modifying the orbital circuits, we were able to record an operation time of about 382 seconds too. 120 shells? 382 seconds? Surprised? That stupid look on your face says it all. Not to worry, I'll give you as much time as you need for that shriveled old brain of yours to comprehend my brilliance. Brilliance? Pah, don't make me laugh. You're talking to the man who developed the Capel. These are child's play by comparison. I don't even need to ask you how you made them. I could probably develop a better version in my sleep. Oh, say that again, you stupid old fart. But that's exactly what drives them. Both trying to be the best engineer they can be. And that's how you get improvements. Because if there was no challenge, they wouldn't even try their best. Oh, here we go again. Will you two stop fighting, please? Oh, and I read those files you sent me. You got some nerve showing your face to me after exposing my daughter to so much danger. Oh, you say nothing of letting vermin like that A-word near her. Get over yourself. I'm getting lectured on looking after people from the mother who ditched her daughter to wander the continent, am I? How about you look in the mirror before you go criticizing others, huh? Oh, Dad, can't you stop them? It'll be fine. Let them have their fun. They're secretly happy to see one another again, I'm sure. But we're taking up a lot of space in the middle of town here. How are people going to get past us? Yeah, that is a good point. We can't leave these landing crafts out here forever. I guess we're just going to have to drag our quarreling father and daughter back home. Mind giving me a hand, Tita? Sure thing. You haven't heard the last of me! And there's nothing quite like home. Can I get some coffee then? 1 coffee with plenty of milk and 3 sugars coming up. Ooh, let me help too. I see you haven't mended your heathen ways. When are you going to grow up enough to understand that coffee is best taken black? And when are you going to understand there is nothing worse than an old codger too set in his ways to appreciate another's taste? I'm telling it like it is. Adding milk alone completely ruins it. And then you go and plop 3 sugars in? Ha! You can't even call that coffee anymore. Poor coffee. What did you ever do to be blasphemed so? And to be honest, I work for a coffee company and they would say the exact same thing. And in all honesty, I am not a coffee drinker myself. I actually only drink coffee whenever I have a hard time waking up. And then I do use sugar in my coffee. Just to, let's just say, take the edge off the bitterness of it. But that's just me. Like I said, I'm with Erica. Everyone has different tastes. But coffee purists, they all take it black. Oh, here's your order, Erica. Don't let it get cold now. Bah, we'll have to settle this dispute another time. Well, time to drink up. Anyway, where are my souvenirs, Albert? Souvenirs? Why would I have any of those for you? You're the ones who've been busy slacking off abroad. Forget traveling abroad, but you were the one who got to ride on the RC with Captain Swartz. You're telling me you had a chance like that and didn't even get me a photograph? On her handkerchief? Or even a button of her uniform? Why do you want a button of her uniform? Your mother's been a huge fan of her since the Captain's Academy days. I swear, if you have the time to think about such worthless nonsense, how about using it to look over an academic report or two? It's no wonder all of your adventures are half-rate. Did you just use the word useless nonsense in reference to Captain Swartz? Did you dare to insult her? Nothing of the sort. I had plenty of chances to share a few cups of tea with her on board the RC. She is a fine woman, if you ask me. She'll go far. Oh, now you've done it. If you're going to shut up that insolent mouth of yours, I'm going to do it for you. What's that? Is someone jealous? There they go again. Oh, will you two please stop fighting the second you start a conversation? Well, let's just say, is their way of showing affection. Tita? What is it? No, it's just, It's just that I finally realized it's kinda nice to see them fighting like this after all. Makes it feel like mom's really home, you know? Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, how would you like to do some shopping? I'll handle making dinner tonight, so I'll need to grab a few things. Huh? Really? That sounds great. I haven't tasted your cooking in ages. Well, hopefully you'll be able to have it a lot more from here on. Neither of us are planning to head out for work again anytime soon, so I'll be taking over cooking duties for a while. Huh. I'd love to go shopping with you then. Great. And let those two just fight it out, having their moments. That day's dinner was a real feast, and for the first time in quite a while, Tita was able to experience the joy of dining happily with her family. After dinner, you can leave the rest to me now, Tita. You must be tired, so go on to bed. I'm fine, honestly. I'm not doing any more than I usually do. I bet you're even more tired than I am, Dad. You rushed through all the work you had to get back here as soon as possible, didn't you? Well, you've gotten pretty sharp, huh? Well, I'm not a kid anymore. I am 13 now. Ah, what in Idios' name? What part of your daft brain thought you should start making this? Well, it's why we came back here to begin with. ZCF is the only place around that will allow me to do so. That's what I believe anyway. Maybe so, but still. What are you guys arguing about? Oh, are you still awake? It's past midnight, you know. You should go and get some rest. What are those? Some kind of blueprints? Can I see, please? You didn't get out of bath that long ago. You're going to catch a cold hanging around in here. You should be getting ready for bed. Aww, but I want to see those blueprints. Whatever on them looks really complicated. That's an Orbal engine on the right hand side, right? It looks like a compact one too. Oh, I know. Is this a new kind of airship? Well, maybe she tried to convert the engine of the RC into a pocket version for her landing craft, making the distance it can travel be extremely long. Ah, come on, Mom. I really want to see. Oh boy, look at you getting all fired up. You just can't help yourself when it comes to machinery, can you? Hey, that's not fair. Alright, I finished cleaning up for now. Shall we get to work? Ooh, perfect timing. Get our angel to bed, will you? Sure, it is past her bedtime. What? Let's go, Tita. Let me have a quick look, please. I can go to bed right after that. I can't work out why that converter's torque is so low, and it's bugging me. Well, it looks like her obsession has grown by the monstrous proportions since we've been away. Be as it may, it's still past your bedtime. But... Really? You're just gonna leave her there? Just close enough in range that she can see it? Okay, let's start with this unit here. Even at a glance, I can tell it's not going to be easy to make. We're best off starting by running a simulation on it with the Capel before actually attempting to make the blasted thing. Nothing comes to mind that would be strong enough to build a frame out of either. I say we should consider looking into a new one. I wonder what they're talking about. Ooh, it sounds all so excited. Maybe I can scooch closer with them not noticing. They do notice. Tita? Aww, I shouldn't have pushed my luck. Seriously now, go to bed.
But
If you're that curious, I can tell you tomorrow, but right now you need to sleep. How does that sound? Good enough?
but
That's a promise, okay? A promise. Yes, yes, I promise.
I'm not going to let you forget that you promised. And don't go making whatever it is without me.
I know, we won't. I promise in the name of the goddess above that I'll tell you tomorrow. And that we won't make it without you. Anyway, good night, Tita.
Okay. Good night.
She takes after her mother in every way. Yes, the most brilliant passion you can find for machinery.
Well, that about wraps it up.
This is amazing. Orbal's technology is even more impressive than I could ever dreamt.
That's a fine understatement. Their technological levels far beyond that of ours.
That is true for virtually everything we've seen of theirs too.
The archaisms, the gospels, the glorious. I'm not entirely without ideas on how they have all of it, though. Why the sudden questions anyway? I've already sent you the info I had on them before.
Well, the thing is, we didn't actually learn of them through the information you sent. We knew of them before that.
You did?
Well, we haven't actually encountered them or any of their members actually, but they've been expanding their influence across the continent for a while now, through Jaegers and certain wealthy individuals. We can confirm as much beyond a shadow of a doubt based on our travels.
Yes, that's why we came back here.
We never imagined they'd be so bold as to try anything in Liberl, or we would have been back earlier. But they're not getting any more of a head start on us. We need to finish this, and we need to do it as soon as possible. A mass-produced CFG? So they cannot negate our orbments anymore? Even though that wouldn't be necessary anymore now that the Oriole is gone, but you never know. It's definitely going to be like a weapon or a defense mechanism to improve our chances against Orbal's higher technological level, isn't it? Oh, I do wonder what it is. I want to see too.
I wasn't planning to sleep in that long. Morning, Grandpa.
Morning, Tita.
Dad? Oh yeah, I forgot that you and Mom were back.
We sure are. Looks like you had a good night's sleep.
Yeah, sorry. I feel bad for forgetting all about it. Oh, hey, you said you'd tell me what you were up to today.
Yep, that's still the plan. You might be better off hearing it from your mother and grandfather, though.
Huh? Why?
Well, they were up discussing the issue all night. They both headed out to the central factory first thing this morning, so they should be there as we speak.
Thanks, off I go then.
Tita? Breakfast?
Oops, I forgot about that too. I haven't washed my face or combed my hair either.
Alright, take care of that first, and then let's get some food in you. I promise it'll be warm when you finish up.
Thanks, Dad.
That's a good father. Looking out for his daughter, and he cuts his priorities straight. She needs to get everything done before she's allowed to head out.
Alright, I'm off.
Take care. Don't go trying to run over to the CCF, the Zeiss Central Factory, of course. So fast you trip or something.
I won't.
We'll see though.
It's so great to have them back home. And now it's off to the factory.
And there she goes running against all advice.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Murdoch.
Ah, it's you, Tita. Good morning.
You wouldn't happen to know where my mom and grandpa are, would you? Dad said they came here early this morning.
Oh, they did. I know that very well indeed. Erica came charging in with a look on her face that signaled all hell was about to break loose. All the while she was shouting, "Got a new invention to make and we need somewhere really, really big. Hop to it." She wouldn't take no for an answer either.
Oh, I'm so sorry about her. She causes you so much trouble every time she decides she wants to invent something new. At least she's better than Grandpa. Maybe? Well, she doesn't scare the daylights out of you by suddenly yelling, "Fire in the hole!" right before an unexpected explosion.
Well, if you only could wipe that from my memory. In any case, your mother should be up in the operations room. I've got no idea what she's planning, but she said that's something she wanted to look into using a Capel. As for your grandfather, he's in the design room, in a very good mood. I can't believe the two of them are working together on something. This cannot end well. Please, Goddess, please don't let them break anything. My stomach hurts. For two that's always fighting to suddenly work together, it scares the bejesus out of him. I love that. I really, really love that.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think this is the first time they have worked on the same thing together. Usually they're competing over who can make the best invention, not joining forces on one. Grandpa's amazing on his own, but Mom's just as capable as an engineer too, even if she is kind of scary when she gets into her work. If the two of them are actually going to put their heads together or something? I can't wait to see the results. I want to go see you right away.
Yes, and we want to see it too. And this scene here already shows us the one thing that I was expecting. We're gonna see a lot of scenes down here in the cube, don't we? Like everything that happened between the last game and where we are right now. And the thing I'm more curious about, after we've seen it all, from all the characters we have, which will probably take a humongous amount of hours in order to get there, where will we go from there? Will we see future events, or will we see events from other people that are not with us? Will we see things that will happen in the future, something to drive everyone forward to the next destination? Or is this just all to power up the one trapped in the cube? But that could be it, like all the memories we are being shown, all the people we are getting, all the beasts that we are finding. Because the one thing I've noticed so far with all the fights is after the end of every enemy that dies, there's like an energy source going up in the air. Like its energy is being sent up. And I find that very typical, especially since I've noticed it. And if I notice it, it's gotta mean something. I just don't know what yet. But like I said, that's just random thoughts in my head floating around in there. Okay, so this is what they're up against. It looks like it's not even performing at 10% of its true capabilities either. These are some downright terrifying specs. Mom! Wait, how in the world? Isn't that data on Patermatter? Oh, hi there, Tita. You came at just the right time. You've seen this robot in person, right? Well, yeah, but why do you ask? What was it like in person? Tell me everything you know. Well, it was really big, but other than that, I couldn't tell much just from looking at it. Oh right, I suppose you wouldn't be able to. It's an awful lot taller than you after all. Mom? What are you looking at Patermatter data for anyway? I'm thinking that the invention that Mom and Grandpa wants to make is a golem of their own, isn't it? Maybe not for attacking purposes, but if it's just for learning exercise, it will teach them a lot, especially about combat-ready mechanics. Oh, I can see some really nice future potentials here. Can you imagine that? Future games, a lot of mechs fighting each other, we being able to control them too? Ooh, I'm getting excited by that thought. I thought you were here to work on some new invention.
Where's Grandpa? Wait, you're not...
Ah, that we are. The two of us are ready to start work at any time.
Alright then. Then it's time to get ready to work on our task making an archaism capable of competing against our buddy Pater Mother. Let the Orbal Gear Project begin. What?
Yep, they're gonna make their own golem. Mech, gear, whatever you want to call it.
Why? Why do I feel like this? Usually when I hear about something new being invented, I get all excited. I get so caught up in what's happening that I tune out from the world around me and focus on helping Grandpa. But today, I just feel a little sad. This doesn't feel right. Ren.
Yeah, cause it's her friend, and it looks like they are trying to make a weapon to destroy her mother-father unit. Maybe that's not their end goal, but it is what they are doing. What are these wires here for, Erica? They look completely unnecessary to me.
Well, they're to deal with the noise. The design requires a very high degree of precision, so it was a necessary addition. Mom? Ah, so the orbal pressure changes get absorbed into here.
I see.
Mom! Oh, Tita, what are you doing here? Well, I was wondering if you know, there was anything I could do to help. I want to do something for Ren too. I'm just not sure what I can actually do.
What you can do?
Well, if you want to help out, there is one thing you could do for me. Get me a nice cup of coffee, milk and 3 cups of sugar. It's an annoying job, but if you're up for it... An annoying job? Okay, I'll do anything I can to help. It's nothing that important, really, but I appreciate it all the same. I need you to go talk to Murdoch and get him to sort out the paperwork for our return to Liberl. The way we returned home was kinda borderline illegal, so no official paperwork has been filed or anything. Oh, I'm cool with it, but Dan brought up a few times, so it'd be good if someone could get it taken care of. So, thanks. Okay? Oh, this wasn't what I had in mind when I said I wanted to help.
No, she want to work on the engineering part of it.
Oh well, I guess I'm still helping her by doing this. I just have to get it sorted out quickly so I can get back and help with their real work.
There's absolutely no walking in between these scenes. It's just one gigantic cutscene, isn't it? Damn, we really have to plan around these things.
Found you, Mr. Murdoch. Mr. Murdoch?
Ideas above, please protect us all. Oh, hello again, Tita. Can I help you with something? Wait, you aren't here to tell me that the experiment was a failure and the building is now full of poisonous gases, are you? Or that there were a giant explosion and half of it was destroyed, or...
I'm so sorry. I really can't apologize enough for all the stress Mom and Grandpa caused you. Nothing like that happened yet though, so don't worry.
Really? Phew, that's a relief. Maybe that's a sign my prayer reached the goddess after all. Perhaps I should save my prayers for tomorrow while I'm here too then.
That's sad. I do have a little favor to ask of you.
What kind of favor? Tita passed on what her mother told her and asked if Murdoch could sort out the necessary paperwork. Ah, they arrived by air, did they? I can only imagine how surprised you must have been. They entered the country illegally?
Well, it sounds that way.
Oh no, I need to go and sort it out right away. Could you stay and pray to idols in my place, Tita? Please, just pray that nothing gets destroyed because of that new invention of theirs, and it all goes to plan.
Okay, I will.
Thank you. Well, she can literally pray from anywhere, can't she?
Phew. Please keep Mom and Grandpa from doing anything too reckless. I wish I knew what I could do though. I'm not strong like Estelle. I couldn't say anything to Ren like she did. Oh, I know. I'll get them to let me help with the Orbal Gear development. If it really does end up having the same amount of power as Padre and Mother, maybe then I'll finally be able to have a proper conversation with her. Time to go and ask.
And then Murdoch comes back and nobody is praying for the safety of the factory. This tool here is brand new. It can cut with 10 times more precision than the previous model. Bah, had no idea you had something like this here now. I think I might have to go over the designs again.
Oh, Mom, here you are.
Welcome back, Tita. Did you manage to do what I asked?
Yep. And Mr. Murdoch said he'll take care of the paperwork right away. He's probably working on it right now. But now that I've done that, Mom, I want to be part of the Orbal Gear development team too.
You?
Yeah, I didn't write this in any of my letters, but I ended up spending some time with Ren while she was in Liberl. And even if she's a member of the society, she's also my friend.
Ren? Nowhere have I heard that before. Oh, was she the girl Pater Mother belongs to? Erica, if I may be permitted to say my piece here. Say your piece? Oh, there she goes again.
Mom, what are you...
You better have a damn good explanation for this one, Albert. My daughter ended up making friends with a member of Ouroboros? Why is this the first time I'm hearing this? This wasn't in anything you sent me. Well, it was kind of hard to say. Don't you give me that. As if you hadn't already exposed her enough danger to make me want to strangle you, and now I'm hearing this? Oh, just what have you been doing with my daughter while I've been away?
Mom, I'm serious.
I want to be involved in the Orbal Gear development. I'm completely powerless on my own, but I still want to find some way to talk to her. And the Orbal Gear going to be able to fight on equal terms with Padre Mat, right? Then I'm going to be involved, because I want the kind of power that Estelle has. Tita? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not considering using the Orbal Gear to fight Padre Mat yourself, are you?
What? That wasn't what I meant. I
want to make very sure of this. Do you understand what we're making here?
Well, I only got a quick look at the blueprints, but it looked like a bipedal.
That's not what I meant. The Orbal Gear is a weapon. No matter how you try to dress that fact up, that is the reality. It's a tool designed to be used by people to hurt other people.
But you're not making it because you want to hurt people, are you?
Even the patrol ships used by the army are made to protect the country, not to hurt people. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what the developer of any weapon thinks. We're not the ones actually going out using the things we make. The device that we pour our hearts into making go on to cause unspeakable suffering to people, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Have you ever stopped to think about that? And after having it pointed out to you, can you still say you want power?
Well,
we're doing what we're doing fully aware of what the potential consequences may be down the line, but can you? You know how much I love you, Tita, and I understand that you care deeply about your friend. I do. But that's all the more reason why I can't permit you to take part in this. Can you understand where I'm coming from?
But I'm not taking this lightly either, you know?
I appreciate how you feel, Erica, but I'm sure Tita's been thinking about this a lot herself. Especially after all she's went through. Wanna show her a little more respect. I'm sure she has, but that doesn't mean I can let her be involved in developing a weapon. We researchers don't get a say in how our inventions end up being used down the line. That's just our fate. That's what we have to accept when we're doing our jobs. Ah, that we do. I know where she's coming from, but I absolutely cannot let her be part of this.
She doesn't need to be shouldering this kind of burden, not at her age. Then why not let her make one herself? That will be better than both of yours. Oh, I know all what Mom's saying is true. I know, really I do. But then what am I supposed to do? I just sit around helplessly. I know. I'll go and see what Dad thinks. And maybe he'll actually listen to me. Tita inserts the card into a slot in the elevator panel. Special testing facility? Could be. It does look like a new room. Well, it's definitely big enough to create a gigantic mech in there. Or gear. Dad! Tita? Oh, sorry. Hold on a minute, I'll be right over. Really? So she wouldn't give you permission to join then? Nope. I understand what Mom's saying, I really do. It's just so frustrating not being able to do anything. Well, unlike your grandfather, your mother has very clear reasons for what she does. She's an engineer with specific goals and ideals over ones driven by emotion or curiosity. That's especially true for this project, given that the future of Liberl's national defense may end up hinging on it. It was never going to be easy to win her over in an argument about this, I'm afraid. That doesn't change the fact that I want to confront Ren, though. Maybe what I'm saying is childish, I don't know, but it's what I really feel and I'm not budging. Those are some bold words, Tita. I don't think I've ever seen her look so serious about anything before. But even if they're bold, I don't think they're childish. At the same time, I don't think there was anything to do with whether you should be involved in developing the Orbal Gear either. Having it isn't going to make confronting her any easier. Tita, confronting someone head-on about something is a very difficult thing to do. Probably more difficult than you realize. You're certainly kind, but that's not always going to be enough to change someone's mind about something once it's made up. I know. Maybe I'm never going to be able to talk to her like I want to in the end. Am I doomed to never do anything for her? You backed down when you were arguing with your mother earlier, right? That says to me then convictions she has are stronger than yours. You already know that I'm not going to be easy to talk to Ren. If you want to succeed, you'll need a stronger spirit than you've got now. Otherwise, you won't be able to really tell each other how you feel. You'll just back down first. That reminds me of something a Git said once actually. He said fighting is all about guts. Well, that's not quite what I'm talking about, no. I really am starting to worry about this Git fellow. I think resolve is a more appropriate word here than guts. You'll need to have the resolve to express all of your honest feelings to her, plus you need to accept hers in return. No doubt it will be a lot easier said than done too. Well, I know she's from society and that Pater Mater is too strong for me to compete against as I am. Especially because I don't have the kind of power Estelle does. I'm not even confident she'll want to listen to what I have to say. And even if she does, that it'll have any effect on her. But I can't just leave her and do nothing. I can't. Listen, she was part of Ouroboros and she did some pretty bad things, sure, but that's not all there is. I spent time with her. I went shopping with her. I sat and talked with her. So I know that's true. Deep down, she's actually a sweet girl. I'm sure she wasn't faking it either. It's who she really is. She's not some kind of inhuman monster. She's an ordinary girl who was like an excited little kid when we found a cute pendant in a shop. And when I tripped and fell, she didn't even hesitate to hold out her hand for me. She's a good person, and I think of her as my friend, even now. But after that, She went away from me. Ever since then, her and Pater Mater have always been out of my reach, physically and emotionally. Maybe the Orbal Gear will give me a chance to change that. If I have that, I might finally be able to see a little bit of the world that she does. Maybe she'll even be willing to open her heart, even just a little, and tell me how she really feels, all while listening to my feelings too. That's what I want to be involved in making it, and I won't take no for an answer. I'm so proud of how much you've grown. What do you think about all of this, Erica? What? Mom? How long have you been listening in on us? Oh, not long. I only overheard the last part of your conversation. Can I ask you something, Tita? Of course. What? If you finally get to talk to this Rengel again, and it turns out she doesn't see you as a friend, what are you going to do? Exactly the same thing. I do exactly the same as I would otherwise. Because I've already made up my mind that I want her to be a part of my life, even if she doesn't want me to be part of hers. I might not be able to chase her around and try to convince her to come back, just like I still can, but I can still try to get to know more about her and Pater Mater, and I can make a stronger connection with her through the Orbal Gear. There's nothing stopping me from doing any of those things, right? Whatever makes it so I can be part of her life, I want to do it, even if it's small. Because that's what friends do. That's how I really feel. I see. Well, I can't help but feel like you're being a little naive, but you got to me. I'll accept all you've said as a sufficient reason for participating in the Orbal Gear Project. Really? Really. Now, what are you two waiting for? We've got work to do. Dan, I've redone the blueprints, so I need you to go over them. Tita, we're going to start making the quartz prototypes. So, I can be part of the development? You promise? We'll see how long that happy face of yours lasts. Now that you're on a team, I'm going to be working you to the bone, so I hope you're ready. Yeah, bring it on. Good. Are you ready to get started? Beautiful scene if you think about that. Thanks to her efforts, Tita was finally allowed to participate in the Orbal Gear's development. The familiar central factory was filled with a new sense of tension as it became the building ground for the new invention. Tita was able to work as a full-fledged engineer equal to the adults around her for the first time. She was also treated no differently than anyone else, meaning that Erica's demands were constant and relentless. But that was a source of true happiness for Tita. Finally, 2 weeks later... Don't tell me it was done. It's a bit small and it looks like those blue gears that attacked the academy, doesn't it? Well, it's definitely a good start. All done. Alright, time to begin our activation test. I think we could probably do with a little break. We've been working almost constantly for 3 whole days now. How do you still have so much energy, Mom? And how do you two have so little? Pull yourself together, people. The best part of developing something new is about to begin. That goes for you especially, Tita. Me? The seat in our prototype here is on the small side, so there's no way anyone other than you is going to be able to sit in it. So you're going to need to be part of our test until the very end. I know, but please tell me we have some sleep first. Well, okay. Only because you said please. It's better than trying to do the test today when you're in this state and ending up making a bunch of mistakes. She's done very well in my opinion. Not even most veteran engineers can keep up with your working pace. I'm amazed our little daughter didn't on her first project. What exactly are you implying? That's some kind of machine with limitless stamina? Okay, so that's the activation test, penciled in for Friday the 28th. Wait, tomorrow's Friday? Yes, it is. Why do you ask? I need to start cooking then. Agit's birthday? Maybe? I finished running all the tests. I should be able to perform roughly the intended specifications, but... Ooh, Tita, what's the rush? Grandpa! I just realized tomorrow's the last Friday of the month. Ah, yes. That's when Agit's coming, isn't it? Yeah, I need to start getting things ready for tomorrow's food. Well, if you're taking a request, I... Uh-oh. Agit? Uh-oh, she's gonna blast again. I'm not sure I follow. What's so special about the last Friday of the month? Whoops, I forgot to tell you. This is going to be your first time meeting Agit, isn't it? You see, he comes over here to visit once a month, and tomorrow's that day. So... Oh, so our dear friend Agit is visiting, is he? What a coincidence that he should choose the day of our test to make his arrival. He sure is a lucky man. Mom? Well, you see, Tita, your mother, Dan, darling, I just had a brilliant idea. I've decided that tomorrow's tests are going to require a sacrifice. We can't just let any old person come over to our house for no good reason, right? They need to make a contribution to the family. I hope you're ready, Agit Krosner. So let me get this straight. You're saying you want Agit to help with the test, right? I'm not sure I recommend that, Erica. He's a useless dolt where technology concerned. I can't see him being of much help. Help? Oh no, I'm expecting a lot more than that from him. I'm expecting him to offer his very life in the name of science. What? Come on now, Erica. This is no time for being silly. I'm not opposed to having help out though. I like the chance to have a good long talk with him myself. You too, Dad? Well, it's settled. Today's gonna be a good day. A very, very good day. Is it just me? Or do you seem to have Agit all wrong? Probably. Side story. Orbal Gear Project Part 1 finished. Ooh, and I was almost about to hard cut it here, but we made it. We made it through. Long Barrel EX. 3000 Mira. We love long barrels. That means you can shoot everywhere. Oh, thank Ideals, you're alright. Are you feeling okay? You look quite tired. I'm fine. I did have to fight some scary enemies, but I managed to pull through. Oh, that's good. So, what happened in there? Well, Tita explained everything that happened on the other side of the door. I see. Yep, sounds like this is another one of our rules, alright? In other words, first you need to meet some condition, or conditions, to get the door to open. After that, you fight your way through a battle or trial. Win, and you get to see some kind of memory fragment, and walk away with Mira as a bonus. That sums things up? Yeah, that's how it was for me. The memory fragment didn't feel like it was quite finished though. There seems to be more that I didn't get to see.
Maybe there's more than one pattern to these doors then. Either way, every time we find one, we should probably note its location and conditions down. Indeed. About memory doors. Memory doors are located throughout the game and allows you to see various optional scenes. In all, there are 3 types of doors. Moon doors contain lengthy side quests. Star doors contain short side stories. Sun doors contain minigames. In order to open a door, you will need to fulfill one or multiple conditions. Furthermore, some doors will require certain characters to win a battle in order to view the contents within. After viewing the contents of a door for the first time, you will earn Mira, and depending on your choices or actions, potentially even bonuses such as items. After all, this information is automatically recorded in the notebook and can be viewed at any time. Finally, you can also warp to any door you have discovered using the cube. That's actually very good, cause I'm gonna leave it here. Because this episode has taken long enough. Next time we're gonna explore this area a lot more, see if there are more doors, or even a way further into a next level or something. But that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we explore more of the Hermit's Garden. Bye bye.